Welcome back, everybody, to our Carolina Panthers franchise rebuild on Madden 24. Last game, we nearly came away with a win against the Saints, losing 33-28. And this upcoming week, we've got a Week 15 matchup back in Carolina against the NFC South leading Atlanta Falcons, who are currently 10-2. So let's go ahead and advance the week. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are in Week 15 against Atlanta, who appears to have won their Week 14 matchup, now improving to 11-2. They did beat us in the very first game of the season. This is our second and last matchup of the year. Hopefully we're able to take them down, but before we do that, we have a breakout defensive lineman. Let's see who it is. And coach, just a quick note ahead of this week's game, keep an eye on Brown, the defensive lineman. I know we lost last week, but he played an incredible game, true. I'm not totally sold on him yet. How are you not sold on Derek Brown, Darren Young? What do you know? This is why you're the worst defensive coordinator in the NFL right now. But if he has a repeat performance against the Falcons this week, he might turn out to be a very, very special player. All right, what do we need? We need to hold the Falcons to less than 75 yards of rushing and 1 touchdown. Okay, we have the worst rush defense. Let's go. Or get Derek Brown 2 interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, or sacks. This actually might be doable. Tackles for loss and sacks could be a possibility. Alright, and after losing Brady Christensen last week to IR, we have one spot we need to fill, and I'm going to fill it over on the offensive line because we're pretty thin there. We're going to sign from our practice squad Dante Brown, second-year man out of Alabama. And to fill in that roster spot that we just opened up on the practice squad, we're going to sign linebacker Chaz Surratt out of the University of North Carolina. So let's get him signed to the practice squad to fill that hole. And we'll have Shy Tuttle returning for action after he spent a couple weeks on the injured list. We're going to have him starting back over in left end. And because I want to try him there, we're going to move Mingo up into our slot receiver position. Give the young man a couple more targets in a different area. All right, and with those roster moves out of the way, let's take a quick look at how Atlanta's doing this year. Here's a peek at Desmond Ritter's numbers for the 11-2 Atlanta Falcons. 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, having himself a really good year. Just under 3,000 yards passing right now. Very, very nice. Rushing Bijan Robinson, just over 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. Looks like Algier is stealing a couple of those. He's up to 8. Very nice. Receiving Drake London, up to almost 800 yards and 6 touchdowns. Followed closely by Jarvis Landry. Kyle Pitts with 7 touchdowns, leading the Falcons so far this year. Big body tight end we're going to have to worry about. Defensively, they are currently led by Caden Ellis with 86 tackles, 13 tackles for loss for Grady Jarrett, and 9.5 sacks for Grady Jarrett. Interceptions are led by the young Jeff Okudah, who came over from Detroit. Let's not throw it to him 17 times and have him pick off 6 of them. And with training out of the way, we have a couple of upgrades. We got Raheem Blackshear here, our excellent return man. We're going to go with the elusive back. He is currently up to a 70. 2 ball carrier vision, 1 change of direction, 2 juke. That'll help him out as he becomes our number 1 returner. And then we have DJ Johnson. We're going to give him, let's just keep making his better stats. And we're going to go power rusher for him. Up to a 70 as well. 1 acceleration, 2 power moves. Nothing too spectacular for the rookie out of Oregon. Alright, and with everything out of the way, we're going to get into this Week 15 matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go. And welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, where today we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers in another NFC South showdown between the number 1 team in the NFC South at 11-2 and the worst team in the NFC South at 4-9. We've got Bryce Young looking to avenge his first ever NFL loss to these Atlanta Falcons way back in Week 1. As we get a look at the Falcons getting ready to come out of the tunnel here in Charlotte. And here are the Carolina Panthers for the first time this year wearing their all blacks to include their fancy black helmet. This should be a good one. Carolina looking to snap their losing streak. Atlanta looking to keep their winning streak going. Let's see what happens in this afternoon as Bryce tries to get the team ready to go. Hopefully they can start quick and keep up the pressure and don't let Atlanta pull away as they have in the last couple games. So it looks like Johnny Hecker is ready for the kickoff, and we are ready to go. Hecker kicks back deep to Patterson, who will down it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Desmond Ridder with his 20 touchdowns on the season. Just needs 100 yards to break that 3,000 yard mark. Having himself a pretty decent sophomore campaign in here in Atlanta. This Carolina defense is going to have a tough day if they want to slow him down. And don't forget, we also have the dev increase chance here for Derek Brown. If he can get 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, or we can hold Atlanta to just 75 yards rushing. And it looks like Atlanta's going to have 75 yards rushing on this play as B.J. Robinson gets 28 on his first carry of the day. Starting out strong. Making an excellent juke move there on the safety. First and 10 at the 47. Ridder in the pistol this time, as this pass is caught over the middle by number 18 for a gain of 6. That is Hollins. Second and 4 now for Atlanta's offense. As this is a screen pass out to London, who makes the grab and fights with Dante Jackson, but he's brought down at the 34 after a gain of 8. Good job by Carolina not to let him get too far, but he did get the first down. First and 10 now. As this is a handoff to Robinson, who jukes out Chin and will get 9 as he's brought down by Deion Jones. Breaking the ankles of a couple defensive backs here today. It is going to be tough for Carolina to slow down this running attack. As it's a play fake, and coming in is Deion Jones and Derek Brown for the sack. And a loss of 7 on the play. Atlanta will have it back at the 32 now. Empty backfield for Ridder as he's in the shotgun. Carolina brings pressure. Shaq gets the pressure on Ridder, and it'll fall incomplete as Shaq hits him as he throws. Excellent job by Carolina's defense to get off the field and allow just the field goal attempt. Koo on for the field goal try as Atlanta looks to take an early 3-0 lead here in Charlotte. Koo out for the kickoff. We'll get a chance to see this Carolina offense as Blackshear will take it at the 3. He's got some room and will get up to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at Bryce Young talking it over with the coach. Look at his numbers on the years. He has 39 interceptions, 18 touchdowns, 2,800 yards. Trying to avoid the all-time interception record held by George Blanda of 42, if I remember correctly. First and 10 at the 25. They will hand off to Miles Sanders, who has plenty of room. We'll get a Panthers first down at the 37. That'll be a gain of 12. And we have an injury. It looks like Sanders may have gotten shaken up on the play. He will come out for a little while, and in will come Chuba Hubbard, number 30 there in the backfield with Bryce Young. So, first and 10 at the 37 now. They will hand this off to Chuba Hubbard, who has some room, spins away from one man, and will get it up to the 49, a gain of 14 on his first carry. First 2 plays in the Carolina running attack looking pretty okay as we find out Miles Sanders has a pectoral strain. That will keep him out for what appears to be literally no time at all, as Miles Sanders is back in there. 1st and 10 at the 49. Handoff to Sanders, but he is dropped for a loss of 3 on the play. That is Campbell. Calais Campbell coming in there to make the strong play in the backfield. 2nd and 13 now, Carolina behind the sticks. As this pass is lofted for Mingo, but incomplete. Knocked down by the linebacker in excellent coverage. So we take a look at some of the inactives here. A couple big men across the line. And of course, DJ Chark, who got injured last weekend. I think it was last weekend. Was that or the weekend before? Here we go, 3rd and 13 for Carolina. As Bryce will throw this up for Hayden Hurst, but it is knocked down by number 27. And that will fall to the ground. That is Grant on the coverage. And Carolina, after starting pretty after they started pretty well, will just punt this one away. Hecker will get this out to about the 5, hoping for a good bounce, but it bounces into the end zone, coming out to the 20. Not my best punt this year. And here comes the Atlanta offense out for their 2nd drive. Ritter under center. Those are the words I'm trying to get. Robinson in the backfield, Pitts in motion. They will hand off to Robinson, who makes a good move and will get 6 on the play. He'll be down at the 26-yard line after that, and a couple nifty moves up the middle. 2nd and 4 now for Atlanta. Play action. Gets the ball out to Smith, who runs past everybody. A huge gain. Looks like Ritter was hit on the play, but he completes the pass to Smith, who just runs past everyone. Yep, Shaq got in there, but it didn't matter. Chin couldn't bring him down. And Atlanta will have it 1st and 10 at the 38. Another good start to this drive for them. Ritter under center. As Robinson takes it off the left side, gets just 4 as Drew Dahlman is shaken up on the play. Number 67 there for Atlanta, going back to the locker room real quick to get a look. And Carolina hoping to stall this drive out like they did the last. Empty backfield for Atlanta. As Carolina gets some quick pressure, but it doesn't matter. London holds it in for a 1st down. And the chains will keep moving on this drive. Carolina needs to find a way to slow this Atlanta Falcons offense down, as they have it 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Play action once again. Ritter chase. This time gets it away, but it's incomplete. Anderson on the pressure up the middle forces the errant pass. If Carolina can keep that pressure up, they'll be in good shape, as they now have it 2nd and 10 at the 27. Pressure again by Anderson. This time he hits Ritter, but he completes it to Smith once again, and Smith is dragged down at the 20. Ritter unfazed by the pressure of Anderson up the middle the last 2 plays. And that will bring up 3rd and 2 for Atlanta. So it looks like they flipped the play. Robinson in the backfield, Ritter in the pistol. There's the snap, and this passes out quick to London, who makes the grab as he falls to the ground at the 8-yard line. That is another Atlanta Falcons 1st down, as the Panthers cannot get off the field. Empty formation for Atlanta one more time. As this pass is over the middle and out of the reach of a diving London in the back of the end zone. Ritter nearly had his man. Second and goal now at the 8. As this is a handoff to Robinson, who fumbles the football, but it's picked back up by an Atlanta Falcons offensive lineman. Fumbled it at what appeared to be about the 3. Atlanta lucky to get that one back. Third and goal now, because I can't remember the down. At the 5. Shaq gets early pressure and it's out, but Jeremy Chin makes the hit and the ball will fall to the ground. Jeremy Chin, excellent play there to make up for that big one he gave up earlier. Saves a touchdown grab. And Koo will come out for his second field goal of the day. It is up and good. Atlanta up now 6-0. Was looking a little dicey there for Carolina, but they managed to hold Atlanta to just 3 on that drive. Koo kicks it away back to Blackshear, who will take it at the 2. Gets outside, has a little bit of room, spins off one man and is brought down at the 28-yard line. Here comes Bryce Young and the Panthers offense for their second drive of the game. Looking to get some points on this one. Handoff to Miles Sanders, who finds plenty of room as he cuts it back right. And is down at the 40, but so is Adam Thielen. Looks like he's holding his arm. Hopefully the veteran is okay. 1st and 10 as Carolina goes empty. This pass out to Sanders, who can hold on through the contact. Bryce Young 0 for 3 to start this game as we find out that Adam Thielen has a dislocated elbow and will not be able to return. That really sucks. 1st and goal now for... Wow, what am I... I'm on something here. Bryce Young going deep for Marshall. And Marshall makes the adjustment and comes down with it. That's a gain of 40 down to their 20. Bryce just took the shot for Terrence Marshall. Terrence Marshall makes a great adjustment as Bryce is hit. And he comes down with that football. Going to rely a lot more on some of these younger receivers with Thielen out and this passing game struggling. So 1st and 10 at the 20. Handoff to Sanders, who can't make a man miss, and he's brought down after a gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Second and 9 for Carolina. As Bryce gets this away, but it is knocked down. Intended for Hayden Hurst in the end zone. Bryce once again dealing with pressure. 3rd and 9 now for Carolina as they look to keep this drive going. Bryce will extend, has a man in the end zone. That is Shi Smith for the touchdown. Bryce Young to Shi Smith, former return man, making a play as a receiver as he'll get some extra time here with Thielen out. Excellent job keeping his eyes downfield to find the open guy. And that is a Panthers touchdown. Carolina can take the early lead with this extra point as Pinheiro is out. Kick is up and good. Carolina now leads 7-6 with just over 1 minute left to go here in the first quarter. Here comes Hecker's kickoff. And this will be kicked into the end zone and down by Patterson.
Here we go.
1st and 10 now for Atlanta at the 25 as they look to answer back. Play action, but this is intercepted by Shaq Thompson, who was waiting right there in the middle. Shaq Thompson making a play on the football. That was intended for London over the middle, but there was the waiting hands of the linebacker. Carolina's defense coming up clutch early in this one. So now Carolina's offense will have it again. 1st and 10 at the 30, just 4 seconds after they kicked it off. As this is tossed out to Miles Sanders, who has some room. Makes one guy miss, makes a second one miss, and he is down at the 7. First defender couldn't catch him. And he's brought down by, I believe, Grant at the 7-yard line. Great block out there by Richie. And Carolina will have it 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. As Bryce doesn't have anywhere to go with it and will take the sack, trying to get rid of it but couldn't get it out of his hands. Really wanted to throw. I should have just thrown it away earlier instead of trying to see if I could get to the marker there. Quick pass out to Terrence Marshall for another Panthers touchdown. Carolina making it happen this afternoon as they have their 2nd touchdown of the day and 2nd of the 1st quarter, taking advantage of the Desmond Ridder interception. All alone up the seam was Terrence Marshall, and Bryce found him. The young quarterback is hyped up to start this one. As Carolina looks to tack on the extra point, here's Pinheiro. Kick is up and good. 14-6 now. As we are nearing the end of the 1st quarter here at Bank of America. Here comes Hecker for the kickoff. And it is back in the end zone for a touchdown. Touchback, not a touchdown. Those are not the same thing. As Ridder and company come out in the shotgun 1st and 10 at the 21. Pressure up the middle, throws back across his body, caught by number 8. And that will be a 2nd and inches. That is, I'm not sure who that was, but a good catch. Who's number 80? So we take a look at the 1st quarter stats there for Atlanta and Carolina. Just the 2 field goals for Atlanta and the 2 touchdowns for Carolina. Second and inches now at the 35. They don't need far to keep this drive alive. They'll hand off to Robinson, who gets to the outside and is finally brought down by Jeremy Chin at the 45. He is averaging quite a lot of yards per gain, or per carry. First and 10 now for Atlanta. Patterson in the game now. As this passes out quick and dropped by number 18. Probably would have had himself a 1st down if he could have held on to it. Just a concentration job. Wow, I can't talk. 2nd and 10 now. As Ridder gets this out short to Patterson, bounces off of one guy and gets plenty of extra space. That'll be a gain of 6. 3rd and 4 coming up for Cordell Patterson. Carolina unable to make the tackle originally. And that turns into a 6-yard pass. As Ridder gets some pressure now. Here comes Brian Burns bringing him down from behind. Brian Burns gets his 1st sack of the day on Desmond Ridder. And that'll bring up 4th and 11 from the 44. As once again, this Carolina defense steps up. Pinion on to punt it away. This will go back to Blackshear at the 9-yard line. where Blackshear gets it back up to the 22. Not too bad as the Panthers come out as you take a look at Terrence Marshall's numbers. 2 targets, 2 receptions, 1 touchdown. As he takes the place of Adam Thielen, who is out with that dislocated shoulder suffered earlier in the first quarter. Handoff to Sanders, who has room on the outside once again and is finally brought down by Hughes at the 38. He's up to over 60 yards. Seems like both teams finding plenty of success here in the running game. As Carolina now has it 1st and 10 at the 38. This pass out to Sanders, who will fall down as he catches it. And that'll be a gain of 3. Bringing up 2nd and 7 at the 41. Here's the snap. As Bryce Young is sacked by Calais Campbell back at the 31. Huge loss there for Carolina, as that is now a 3rd and 18 they have to contend with. 3rd and 18. Atlanta brings some pressure. Bryce hit as he throws, and that will fall incomplete as nobody picked up the blitzing Walker. And Carolina's offense will punt this away as Atlanta gains a little bit of momentum after that defensive stop. And that is fair caught, but we have an injured Falcon. Jalen Hawkins will exit the game for a little while. Hopefully he is okay. 1st and 10, pistol formation for Ritter and the Falcons. As this is swung out quickly to Robinson, but he is met by Dante Jackson, and he will lose 1 yard. They'll count that as a backward pass, so that'll be 1 yard loss rushing, messing up his excellent average. Second and 11 at the 20 now for Atlanta. As this passes out quick for Pitts. Jackson couldn't make the tackle. And Shy Tuttle is hurt as Pitts gets it up to the 30-yard line. Tuttle has been out for a couple weeks with an injury. Hopefully this is not too severe. 3rd and 2 now. As Robinson will take it up the middle for a 1st down. He's down at the 38-yard line. And it looks like a bruised sternum for Shy Tuttle. He'll be replaced by Utor Gross Matos. 1st and 10 at the 34. Handoff again to Robinson, who's brought down by Frankie Louvu and Shaq Thompson for a gain of 1 yard. Frankie Louvu has been pretty quiet this year. Haven't heard his name too often. As Atlanta comes out in the I formation now. As they will hand this off to Robinson, who has plenty of room, met by Von Bell at the 48. Averaging now 8 yards per carry. As Carolina couldn't stop the run. Honestly, big surprise. Carolina couldn't stop the run. 1st and 10 now at the 48. And it's another run by Robinson, but he is met by Shaq and Louvu once again for just 1 yard. Looks like Carolina up the middle is doing well, but can't hold the outside. 2nd and 9. Pistol formation once again for Ritter and the Falcons. As they hand this off again to Robinson, who gets past a couple and is finally brought down by Jeremy Chin. He's over 100 yards now. Hundred-yard game for Bijan Robinson. As Atlanta will have it 1st and 10 at the 27 as this drive is moving along. Another handoff for Robinson, right side. He'll fall ahead to the 23, and that'll be a gain of 4 with Von Bell bringing him down.
white. Black block. Yellow.
2nd and 6 now. Play action. This pass toward the end zone, but incomplete. Broken up by Dante Jackson. Excellent coverage there from the young corner. 3rd and 6 now at the 23. Ritter has plenty of time, finally gets pressure, and it is caught. And that'll be a Falcons first down as Carolina couldn't get to Desmond Ritter to bring him down. And Ritter finds his man Hollins for the first down conversion.
Let's go.
Now 1st and 10 at the 14. Play action. This pass out to his tight end. And that'll be a gain of 1 on the short pass. Not much doing there. Now they'll have it 2nd and 9. As this pass is again swung out to his tight end, and that'll be a gain of 2. As we hit the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Set. Watch out now. 6. Ready.
This pass off the mark for an open London in the end zone. Ritter couldn't hit his man. As it looks like they will be held to their 3rd field goal attempt of the half. Unfortunately, they could not come away with points on this one. Koo's kick is up and good. 3 for 3. As Atlanta now has 9 and pulls just a little bit closer to the small Carolina lead as we near halftime. Here's the kickoff by Koo. It is back to the 2 for Blackshear, who will take it up to the 23-yard line. Couldn't find any room there as we take a look at Sanders' numbers. Just over 10 yards per carry, 61 yards on 6 touches.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 23 now. As Bryce Young is nearly picked off there. Walker nearly had himself an interception as Bryce tried to get that out quickly. Unfortunately, the linebacker dropped into coverage. This pass out quick to Mingo, who makes the grab and will be down at the 35. Carolina will take their first timeout, as they at least hope to get into field goal range before the quarter ends. That's the word I'm looking for. Bryce Young gets this over the middle to Miles Sanders, who will make the catch and is down at the 42-yard line, getting past midfield. Excellent job there by Young to stay in the pocket and wait for Sanders to break open, as he has another defender hit him. Something Young has been accustomed to all year. He might think it's a little weird when he doesn't get hit on a play.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now. Play action to Sanders. This pass going out to Shi Smith, but dropped. Terrell nearly had himself an interception, but couldn't hold on to it.
Set. Ready.
That's probably the wrong person to throw it to. Play action again as the pass is out to Shi Smith once again, who dives into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. His 2nd of the day. Using the speed to cut across the field and run away from the defenders, Shi Smith dives into the end zone on just his 2nd touchdown of the day. I say just a 2nd. That's impressive. Carolina looking to tack on the extra points. And now 21-9. 3 touchdowns for Carolina to just the 3 field goals for Atlanta. Keep in mind, too, as is customary, Carolina will have the ball to start the second half as well. They may have been hoping to take a little bit more time off the clock, but a touchdown's a touchdown. Can't complain with the way that drive ended all that much. First and 10 for Atlanta. Ritter in the pistol. As this passes out for... Is that Kyle Pitts? Yeah. Out to Pitts, and that'll be a gain of 9. Kind of forgot who number 8 was there for a second. Second and 1 at the 34 now. This pass out quick for his tight... No, that's not his tight end. That's Holler. Holler. And that'll be no gain as he is injured on the play. Hollins will go back to the dressing room to get that checked out. Third and 1. Ritter drops back and throws to the sideline, but that is out of bounds and incomplete, intended for Cordell Patterson. That's a lot of words to try to say in one breath. I should have paced myself better. And Pinion will punt it away with just over 1 minute left to go in the half. Carolina could have a chance to put up more points with a good return, as Blackshear will get this just past the 30, down at the 31-yard line. Here comes Miles Sanders. Had the big catch on the last drive that kept it alive. First and 10 at the 31 now. As Bryce is hit as he throws, and this ball will be knocked down. Once again, trying to get it to the speedy wide receiver, Shi Smith, who may have had a step, but because he was hit, the ball did not come out well. And that is sad. Our offensive line is terrible. This out quickly to Miles Sanders, who tries to get to the sideline but can't. And Carolina will take a timeout, their last of the half, with 40 seconds left to go. Third and inches for Carolina. As Bryce loads up, throws this down the sideline for Shi Smith, but it's incomplete. And the Panthers will just punt this one away. Here's Johnny Hecker kicking it toward the sideline. This will be just short of the 20. Patterson takes it and is met immediately by C.J. Henderson at the 18. As we look at Bijan Robinson's numbers, over 100 yards already. Nothing too surprising about that. As Atlanta will start this drive with just 28 seconds left to go. They will pass. Robinson has, or not Robinson, Ritter has a little bit of pressure, gets it out to Pitts for a gain of 6. Second and 4 as they get the playoff just as time expires. Robinson goes nowhere. Brought down by Shaq Thompson to end the first half. So far, it's been pretty dominant by this Carolina team. Bryce hasn't been perfect, but he's been very good as we take a look at the first half stats there. Atlanta running way more plays, but this Carolina defense stepping up. As we take a look at some of the other games, Carolina had an early one, it appears. Actually, no, would this have been Thursday? I didn't pay enough attention because I know, like, on the real schedule, it's for some reason it says to be determined. That may have been determined already. Just the schedule I looked at doesn't have it. But hey, I guess, I mean, the Chargers game happened. They beat Las Vegas 49-21. I didn't look too hard at that, but yeah, there you go. As we get a look at the Bryce Young highlights. The deep pass to Shi Smith for his second touchdown of the day. It has been excellent for Carolina so far as we get the second half underway. Koo kicks away, and Blackshear will take it at about the 3 or 2. He's got a little bit of room as he is down at the 24-yard line. And out comes Bryce Young and company. Got pretty lucky on a couple of those plays. Could have a couple interceptions to his name. Luckily, they were dropped. Hoping to clean that up here in the second half. As Carolina hands off to Miles Sanders, who is brought down after a gain of 3. Down at the 28 by number 78. Now 2nd and 7. Bryce Young under center will hand this one off, get a couple blocks, and will get this down to the 38, and that is a Panthers first down for Miles Sanders. Excellent job by the wide receivers and Hayden Hurst on the blocking. 1st and 10 at the 38 now. As Sanders goes up the middle and will fall forward for a gain of 6. Up at the 44-yard line. Atlanta looks like they might bring some pressure on this 2nd and 4. Hand off Miles Sanders up the middle. He will push ahead and will get the first down at the 48. New set of downs as they're just giving the ball to Miles. 1st and 10. Another handoff to Miles Sanders, who goes up the middle, spins away from one man, slips another tackle, and is brought down for another first down. This Atlanta run defense showing some weakness. And he is now over 100 yards on the afternoon, I think. Well, the team is. Sanders will be soon. As they hand off to Miles Sanders one more time, he'll lower his shoulder, but only gain 1. He's up at 96. He just needs 4 more. And 2nd and 9 at the 40 for Carolina now. As this pass is underneath, caught by Mingo, who makes one man miss, and that will be a Panthers first down. Excellent job by the rookie, Jonathan Mingo, to get the first down on his 2nd reception of the afternoon. Bud Dupree on the tackle, or at least getting credit for it. Sanders bounced this one off the left tackle and will get 3 as he is now over 100 yards rushing. Still looking for the end zone for the first time this afternoon. 2nd and 3 at the 23. Once again, handoff. Miles Sanders tries to get outside, but will lose one. Couldn't contain the edge. And that will bring up 3rd and 4. As Carolina will go to the shotgun empty. This pass out to Terrence Marshall, who can't haul it in. As he tried to make a spectacular catch in the end zone, but it is knocked away. And that is 4th and 4. Pinheiro on for the field goal attempt. Kick is up and good. Now 24-9 Carolina in the lead over the 11-2 Atlanta Falcons, who I guess aren't currently playing very good. Yeah, I don't know what happened. They thought this was going to be an easy game based on the way Carolina has played and how the first meeting went. And it hasn't turned out that way. They've ran the ball well, as you can see there with Robinson. 109 yards, averaging 7 yards per carry. But Carolina's defense has made some really good plays when it counted and just held them to field goals. It'd be different if a couple of those were touchdowns. Carolina's been pretty lucky so far. As this pass is short over the middle, but incomplete. Jackson makes the hit to knock the ball free. And that will bring up 2nd and 10 at the 25. A lot of guys in the backfield. Kyle Pitts and company as they hand off to Robinson, who takes it off the left side and will gain 7 once again. I swear, next year I'm moving back to a 4-3. I hate 3-4 defenses. 3rd and 3 now at the 32 for Atlanta. Ritter takes the snap, drops back, throws short for his man. It is caught, and he is out of bounds. That's Hollins coming back from the injury he suffered at the end of the first half. Glad to see him back and okay. Yep. Everybody move back. Oop, don't move the camera. I don't know who... Okay, there we go. And that is incomplete. Shaq Thompson makes the hit in coverage against Kyle Pitts. And that will bring up 2nd and 9. Sorry, 2nd and 10. That's different than 2nd and 9. As this is a run up the middle by Robinson, who's got plenty of room, and another Atlanta Falcons first down as he gets up to the 42 of Carolina. A big surprise there that Carolina couldn't stop a random run. Maybe one day. 1st and 10 at the 42 now. Ritter takes the snap and throws short for Pitts, who's met. That'll be a gain of 5 on the short completion. Second and 5 now. As this is another handoff to Robinson, who will get the first down at the 30-yard line. When in doubt, just run it out. 1st and 10. I've done that all day. Man. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Handoff again to Robinson, who slips a tackle and is brought down after a gain of 6 at the 24. And Kyle Pitts appears to be shaken up. That is a big loss for Atlanta. He is an excellent tight end. And he'll head back to the dressing room. Don't worry, I'm going to keep calling the dressing room. Don't really care. 2nd and 4 now as Ritter changes a couple things up at the line. Play action across the middle, but incomplete. Ritter could not hit his target. As the Carolina defense looks to bend but not break once again. This pass out short to Patterson, who runs right by Yetur Gross-Matos. And Atlanta proves they can get a first down in the air. Patterson's second grab of the day. Matos, not the type of guy you want in coverage, but he was there and just decided to run by his man. 1st and 10 at the 11 now. Carolina needs to get a stop here, or at least hold them to their 4th field goal. As this is caught in the back of the end zone by Crowder. And Atlanta finally breaks through and gets a touchdown. As Crowder just ran the perfect corner there in the back of the end zone. Von Bell and J.C. Horn couldn't do anything about it. And Crowder has himself a touchdown this afternoon. Atlanta will now attempt the extra point as they look to only go down 12. Now 16-24 with just under 2 minutes left to go in the third. Koo will kick off back to Blackshear, who will take it at the -1 yard line and will down it there. And here comes Miles Sanders and the Carolina Panthers offense. For some reason, Andy Dalton is walking out there as well. Nobody knows why. Hopefully he goes back to the sideline. We don't need him today. So 1st and 10 at the 25. Over the middle for Sanders. It is incomplete as Sanders couldn't hold on to it. Now 9 for 20 is Bryce Young. But they're still in the lead. That's what's important. The completion percentage will work itself out eventually. As they toss this out to Miles Sanders, who only has one man out there. That'll be a gain of 2. And he'll be down at the 27. 3rd and 8 now. This pass out quick for Hayden Hurst, who makes no fumbles, but Mingo picks it up. And that'll be a first down for Carolina as Hayden Hurst drops it. Got bailed out there. Actually, no, that's not a fumble at all. The spot wouldn't matter. The ball didn't go anywhere. Yeah, no review, nothing like that. Yeah, cool. Okay. That is fine as Carolina gets lucky. 1st and 10 at the 44. They will hand this off to Sanders, who is met by Campbell in the backfield. And Taylor Moton is down looking at his leg. This is a big blow to that Carolina Panthers offensive line as they're already without Bozeman.
Ready.
And Cam Irving will come in for the injured Moton. As this passes out short for Hayden Hurst, but it's incomplete. If somebody else was open, I didn't see him because I was looking at him the entire way. And that's not how you play. That's just a bad idea to just stare down one man. There's a reason I've thrown 38 interceptions this year. So 3rd and 12 now. As this pass is finally intercepted. Number 55 takes it away. I was hoping to get it between the linebackers, but no, Bryce Young couldn't do it. As Moton will be okay. And Atlanta has a little bit of life in them here. 1st and 10 at the 48. This pass out quick for Robinson, who will break a tackle and get a first down at the 36-yard line. First and 10 now. As this is handed off to Robinson up the middle, and that'll be a gain of 2 as J.C. Horn appears to be shaken up on the play. Looks like a possible ankle for him. Hopefully he's okay. He has struggled with ankle injuries early in his career, or at least lower body injuries. Now 2nd and 8 at the 34 for Atlanta. This pass out quick to Patterson, who's brought down by Deion Jones, and I'll bring up 3rd and inches as the spot wasn't friendly. And here comes the 4th quarter with Carolina leading 24-16 over the Atlanta Falcons. And what is a little bit of a surprise. Third and inches now. As this passes out quick for his tight end. Makes the grab and is brought down at the 9. And it looks like it's just a hit pointer for J.C. Horn, so nothing major luckily. That'll bring up 1st and goal at the 9 for Atlanta. Ritter in the shotgun takes the snap and will throw, and caught by Smith. That's Atlanta's 2nd touchdown of the day. Jonnu Smith making an excellent adjustment to haul that one in. As he runs away from, is that number 25? That is Woods, who was in on the coverage, and Atlanta has a chance to tie this game up late in the game. This pass quick and caught, and that is a 2-point conversion. We are now tied 24-24. As Atlanta has clawed their way back into this one. Koo will kick off back to Blackshear, who will take it at the 1. Have a little bit of room up the middle and is brought down at the 28-yard line. Here comes Bryce Young in the Carolina Panthers offense, who hasn't done much to start the second half. Looking to pick the pace back up. Handoff to Sanders, who goes off left tackle and will get 4. Bringing up 2nd and 6 at the 32. Tackled down by Jeff Okudah. 2nd and 6 now. Handoff once again to Sanders, who brushes one man off but is brought down immediately at the 36. Bringing up 3rd and 2. Carolina needs 2 yards to keep this drive alive. Another handoff to Miles Sanders, who gets the first down and is down at the 40-yard line. Good job there by Carolina's offensive line, just pushing forward. 1st and 10 at the 40 now. Short out to Hayden Hurst, who makes the grab and is brought down after a gain of 7. Grady Jarrett injured on the play. He'll head back to the locker room to get that looked at. 2nd and 3 for the Carolina Panthers offense. Play action as this pass is overthrown, intended for Terrence Marshall. Wanted to make sure it got over the head of Grant, but just a little too far in front of his intended receiver. Now 3rd and 3. Quick over the middle to Shi Smith, who slips one tackle and is down at the 41. That's another Carolina Panthers first down on this drive. Shi Smith having himself a decent day. He's got 2 touchdown receptions already. 1st and 10. As Atlanta brings pressure and Miles Sanders up the middle goes nowhere. That'll be 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12? Where did I get 12 from? 2nd and 10. What am I talking about? What is even going on? As this passes out for Hayden Hurst, but he can't hold on to it through the contact. Come on, man. You're like one of the few guys I trust to make that catch in in the middle. Carolina has a 3rd and 10 at the 41. Bryce Young drops back, has a man open over the middle. It is Hurst, who bounces off one guy and is down at the 9. Hayden Hurst coming back with the big play after the drop on the previous one. Open up the middle, nobody there. Lowers his shoulder into Jeff Okudah. And is finally brought down at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal now for Carolina. As they hand off to Sanders, who busts it outside and will be down at the 5 for a gain of 4. As we hit 6 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. Second and goal now. As Bryce gets outside and will be sacked back at the 16 by Carter. 3rd and goal now. Once again, trying to throw it away. The game wouldn't let me, and I'm sad. Third and goal now for Carolina. I don't have anywhere to go with it, and I throw it to the guy. All right, cool. 4th and goal now at the 16, as that is incomplete, intended for Mingo. As Bryce Young was just a little bit off the mark, and here comes Eddie Pinheiro for the 3 points, and they're good. Carolina breaks the tie, now 27-24. on Piñeiro's good kick. With just 5 minutes left to go in this one. Looks like we could have a close one. Hecker kicks it deep for Patterson, who will take it and kneel it down. And do some kind of weird ritual as Desmond Ridder and company come out, looking to put their own scoring drive together. But I don't want them to. It's the opposite of what I want. 1st and 10 now for Atlanta. As this is a handoff to Robinson, who breaks off of a tackle. And will get 2. Breaks the tackle of big Derek Brown, who's looking for his development upgrade. Second and 8 now. As Brown gets pressure, this is thrown back across his body, but caught by Smith, who maintains his balance and gets out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Empty formation here for the Falcons. As this passes out quick for Smith, who runs by Dante Jackson, who took an incredibly bad angle. And that is an Atlanta Falcons 1st down. As Dante Jackson forgot how to pursue the football for a second. 1st and 10 now. Ridder in the shotgun will take the snap and drop back. This pass out short for Patterson, who's brought down by J.C. Horn after a gain of 6. Second and 4, pistol formation for Atlanta. This will be a handoff to Ridder, who finds plenty of room, because of course he does. And that will be an Atlanta Falcons 1st down, as he's up to 170 yards rushing. You can just hear the excitement in my voice when I have to announce that one. 1st and 10 at the 28 now. As quick pressure, Haynes gets there for the sack. That'll be a loss of 4 as he was untouched. Bringing up 2nd and 16. Second and 16 now for Atlanta. This pass out quick for Patterson, who makes Shaq miss and will get the 1st down. I am really bad at pursuit. I cannot get to the football. How many times have I just ran past a guy somehow? As we hit the 2-minute warning here in this one. Carolina has a slim 3-point lead over Atlanta. As this pass goes underneath for Hollins. Once again, same thing. Just ran right by him with Deion Jones. Doesn't make any sense. 1st down. 2nd and 6. As Robinson will take it up the middle for a Falcons touchdown. And here comes the extra point team to make it 31-27. Carolina will need a touchdown on their next drive to gain the lead, as they are now down 4. A field goal won't cut it, as Koo kicks back to Blackshear, who will kneel it down in the end zone to get his offense out to the 25-yard line. So we take a look at Miles Sanders' numbers on the afternoon. 1st and 10 at the 25 as Bryce tries to lead these Panthers to a victory. Screen pass to Miles Sanders as he gets about 6 up to the 31. Carolina will go no huddle. As this passes out quick for Shi Smith, who makes the grab and is down at the 36. That'll be a Panthers 1st down as they take their 1st time out. First and 10 now. As this pass is lofted out for Hayden Hurst, who will run out of bounds at the 50. Hayden playing very well here in the second half. You know, just forget about the couple drops. Those don't count. I don't like any of those plays. Yep. As Bryce Young will just throw this away with just under a minute. Yeah, didn't like any of those plays.
Let's go.
Second and 10 now.
Yellow. Hut, hut.
As this pass is over the middle for Hayden Hurst, and that was probably the wrong place to go with it.
Here we go.
Third and goal now. Third and 10 because third and goal doesn't make a damn sense. He'll go deep for Hayden, who is out of bounds. Couldn't keep his feet in bounds. That is some nonsense, as he was wide open at the sideline. Fourth and 10, this is for the game.
Ready.
Play action. Going deep for Shy Smith, who has it once again and will score the touchdown. His third of the day, and pretty much the exact same play as some of the other touchdowns. Carolina takes the late lead with 40 seconds left to go in the game. Huge fourth down conversion as Pinheiro comes out for the extra points. Kick is up and good. Now a 3-point lead with just 38 seconds left to go. Can Carolina hold on? As Hecker will try to pin them deep here. And by deep, I mean kick it to the kick it to the end zone so they come out to the 25. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I have no strategy on kickoffs. Just kick it as far and hard as you can. Oh, this is going to be tough. Okay. Can I stop their offense? Oh dear. Oh dear. Yep, that's that. Nope. Oh, please don't do that. Down at the 50. Timeout taken by Atlanta.
Check pink. Switch yellow. Switch red.
Ritter drops back, has plenty of time, finds his man over the middle. And Atlanta will take their second timeout. Oh. Second and 6 at the 47. This pass short, caught by Patterson, who gets it up to the 39-yard line with just 20 seconds left to go. As this pass is overthrown, second and 10 with 5 seconds, and it looks like it's going to be a field goal attempt. Carolina will take a timeout. As Koo is on for the game winner, game tire. Kick is up and pushing left. No good. Koo pushes it wide left. And Carolina, with 1 second left to go, will take the ball and come out in the victory formation against the Atlanta Falcons. They will win this 34-2. Why? Why would they even have time to take a timeout there? Where does that begin to make sense? How can you do that? As Young takes the second knee, and Carolina will take this game 34-31 over the Atlanta Falcons. An improbable win, but way to hold on there at the end. And we got lucky with Koo's missed kick. Whew. Bryce Young gets his first win over the Atlanta Falcons. And Carolina evens up the season series 1-1. As we take a quick look at the stats. 4 touchdown passes for Bryce Young, 1 interception. 2 touchdown passes for Ritter, 1 interception. Both going over 300 yards. Bijan Robinson, a beast on the ground, 176, 1 touchdown. Miles Sanders, 118, no touchdowns. Patterson, 7 grabs, leads everybody, 62 yards, no touchdowns. 1 went to Jonnu Smith, who had 72 yards. Player of the game, Bryce Young and Shi Smith. Shi Smith, 5 grabs, 3 touchdowns, 128 yards. Huge day for him. 12 tackles for Deion Jones, or Shaq Thompson, 11 for Deion Jones. And it doesn't look like he got credited for any tackles for loss here, as Derek Brown only gets the 1 and the half sack. Interceptions go to Ellis and Shaq, as both middle linebackers patrolling the middle of the field very well. Alright, and before we move on any further, let's take a look at the message here for the breakout player. I'm really disappointed about Derek Brown's performance this week. I thought he was going to make the jump from good to great, but maybe I had a bad read on him. Who knows? Unfortunate. Couldn't get that next tackle for loss. Against Bijan Robinson, though, whew, that would have been tough. And we have one new injury. This should be the injury to Adam Thielen. Yes, a dislocated elbow is going to keep him out for 4 weeks. And because we've only got a handful of games, we are not going to risk anything with him. We're going to place him on the IR, which means next week we get to make a couple more roster moves as we either bring some guys in and promote from within. And that's going to do it for this one, where the 11-2 Falcons fall to 11-3 against Carolina. Carolina snaps their losing streak. Atlanta snaps their winning streak. Unbelievable game as Carolina pulls it out in the last seconds of the fourth quarter. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one, where we will take on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. Have a great day, guys. Bye.